to do the jump the next day. And it was Graham Kirkman and you were the instructor as well. And I came back the following weekend, I think, did the jump. Thought, great, yeah, that's great. And my mate never came back. He only did the one static line jump and fucked off. That was it. He left me to it. And I kept on jumping. I thought, this is all right. I like this. But the one thing that I always remember about Cochrane, and looking at that aeroplane now, I can still smell the cow dung.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's a very distinctive smell. Every time I smell cow shit, I think of Cochrane, because the airfield, I think it's changed a lot now. I've looked at it on Google Earth. Trough's gone and everything, but in those days, it was a cow field, wasn't it? And they had to shoo the cows off the field into the next field. And then they used the runway with the aeroplane.
Yeah, Graham, you've missed a trick. Not a trick, you missed a treat. I don't know, just after Christmas time, myself, Terry, and a few other guys, we all got together and we went back and had a little old boys meet-up in the pub and then down at Cochrane. And it was mind-blowing. Never mind getting the cows out of the field. They've got a tarmac runway. They've got... What's the plane, Terry? There's turboprop. Caravan. It's got like 10 place caravan. It's like, fucking hell. It's absolutely on point. And the hangar, you wouldn't recognize it, mate. You'd be in your dream. It's absolutely kitted out. They've got a video editing suite. There's a room full of computers, televisions, all the cameramen going there. They're downloading stuff, editing it all. It's so slick. And I don't think it took them, that new guy, long to just turn it around into what it should have been.
Yeah.
I personally think that the Black Knights were a bit short-sighted in the future of what they could have done, and they were just taking everything out and not reinvesting anything. It was kind of left up to us, wasn't it, to make
we didn't make suggestions at the time, but Bob Parry was like, shut the fuck up. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of people, they got to a certain level and then they moved on to somewhere else. That's why I started jumping at Cork, because we often couldn't get the altitude at Cochrane.
Yeah. It was very more orientated towards students, wasn't it? Because it would cost us in the day, it was about a tenner, wasn't it, for 10,000 feet?
Yeah.
But they could get more money out of students, taking them up to 2,000 feet and then coming back down and going up again, coming down. So they put the priority on the students. And when the wind was low enough for the round parachutes, then we finished up just sitting there drinking tea.
Yeah, I think the thing is now, it's the same issue. It's financially, it's tandems, because I think the caravan takes 16. So you're talking at the most, without cameramen, you're talking 8 tandems there.
You're looking at a lot of money though for a caravan or a porter. I bet you wouldn't change out of $1 million. I don't know what the price of a new one is. I don't know offhand, but they're not cheap.
So the money they're going to get off a lift of tandems, as opposed to just free fallers, there's no comparison.
No.
So in that respect, and the popularity of tandems now, the way it's gone, the whole scene's changed. It's all commercial.
Like Terry said, that was the shock for us when we were there talking to the instructors and the owners and stuff, is that there was no real core skydivers there. There was no teams or anything. They were just all nobody like we would meet up with a mate's gun, do some rally work. They just don't do it. They're all tandem instructors, because it's gone commercial with that whole hint of sponsorship through tandems. Oh, get your mates, charity, cancer, or the hospital. You get a free jump. Jobs are good, and they're kind of like making money hand over fist just on that. So the baseline skydiving thing has just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, we were very much restricted. But in that plane we got there, that's Papa Charlie, for the benefit of it was 5 people. That was it. 5 people, and it took about 20 minutes to get to 10,000 feet, didn't it?
Yeah.
So that was it. That was the restriction. Whereas you go to Cork and all of a sudden you've got an Islander, and that was it 9 or 10 people?
9.
9, yeah.
And then, you know, when we went to Morcel in Belgium, I mean, the stretch Hercules, that was 182 of us in the back of the plane in one go. I've never, ever seen so many parachutes in the sky in one time.
Do you know what I'll never forget? When we used to organise the Cochrane load for Belgium, and we'd have people putting their hands up for the door, and you'd have 30 people behind them, and they'd all be going, ready! And you'd hear it all echoing round the DZ. Go, and 30 of us would all start walking over the grass to build this formation.
Everyone at Cochrane could just run out the back of the Hercules in one go.
Yeah.
I found I was going through some discs either last week or the week before, and I found a disc that Mark Massey gave me. Right. It's got us all in the Herc, and the time it was, I think it was 88, and it was when I'd organised the Cochrane load. Well, what had happened was on the way over on the ferry, somebody come telling me, right? Jeff says he's not doing the Cochrane load. I'm like, why not? Oh, because he said it won't work and all this, you know, and he said it'll be a waste of money. And no, forget the fun factor, you know. He said he's not doing it. I went, well, he's got to do it. We've rehearsed it. We've been rehearsing it for weeks. This has been going on for weeks. We've been planning this. Well, he said he's not doing it. Fucking hell! He said he's not doing it. Well, and I just went mental. I think it was Phil Cavanagh come behind me, and he just went plonk and put a dummy on a ribbon round my neck. Right, first one to spit the dummy. Right. So on this video, the rules were anybody who got given a dummy, right, they had to wear the dummy all through the boogie. Now that was whether you were on the drop zone, just walking around the tents, whether you're on a lift or whether you're in the bar at night.
You need to explain to people who are watching what that was all about.
There's a picture or a video clip of Terry we're on the run-in, the back door's open on the Herc, and we're all there waiting to go. And there's Terry proud as punch with his fucking dummy, and there's a lot of staggers going, who the fuck's this dickhead here with a big stuffy dummy stuck to his jumpsuit?
Well, this is probably the same. No, you have to have it in your mouth.
And you all spitting out at the same time. Do you remember that? That's just not right. You all spit the dummies out at the same time.
Well, the rules were that we had to have the dummy in your mouth when you were jumping. So the picture of us getting ready, we're all stood up at the back of the Herc, ready to go, and I've got a dummy in my mouth.
I remember. So I remember people on the back of the Herc with a dummy in the mouth. Yeah. And we're all shuffling to tailgate, and it shows a lot of us just tumble off the back. But with the rules, right? If you're in the bar at night, and this is Tony, coming up with these rules, Tony Massey. He had a whistle. And every time, if he ever blew the whistle, anybody who's got a dummy had to put it in the mouth and stand up.
He was one of the characters, Tony Massey, wasn't he?
Tony, yeah.
We suffered. Anybody who got awarded that dummy suffered. So, anybody who spit the dummy got awarded a dummy and had to wear it all through the boogie. And at any time when the whistle went, it had to go in your mouth and you had to stand up to attention. I can't remember if we had to sing a song or we had to do something. I can't remember what it was.
Blowing the dummies out at the same time.
Yeah, I remember doing that. I had a dummy once says, I'll spit your dummies out. 3, 2, 1. No.
Yeah.
Through the teddy in the corner. Things
Good
like
times.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So Anne, how did you get into it?
I wanted to jump from being a kid. I remember seeing him on TV and thinking, oh my God, I would love to do that. And and my mother wasn't very happy, but my father was all behind me. He took me up in there and taking photos. And wow, I just thought it was going to do a static line jump. And then I heard people go on about free fall. I thought I'll give it a try. And once I once I actually did a free fall, like a first 5-second delay, I might as well have taken crack cocaine. I was just hooked, you know. So.
And what was it on TV that? Can you remember what it was that you watched that inspired you?